Interpol is the international police organization with 190 member countries around the world. It is the second largest international organization by members. Interpol concept emerged back in 1914 at the first International Criminal Police Congress held in Monaco. This meeting included police officers and law representatives from 24 countries to identify methods of cooperation on solving crimes and the idea of a database for criminal records. However, it was officially created in 1923 as members' numbers started increasing. And later on in 1956, International Criminal Police Commission becomes the International Criminal Police Organization, referred to as Interpol. Interpol works by bringing world police together to solve international crimes such as terrorism, illegal drug production and drug trafficking, weapon smuggling, human trafficking, and overall corruption. In every member country, there is an Interpol bureau links international police with the headquarters in Lyon, France, where they cooperate in analysis and sharing criminal information over a secure communication network. Interpol provides a database that includes firearms, criminals, fingerprints, DNA profiles, stolen cars, and stolen passports. Interpol also provides operational assistance and crisis response team. They also provide training courses to help police use their database and services. One recent incident occurred here in Bahrain in September 2013, where 6 thieves broke into a shop in City Center Mall after it closed at 10 p.m., escaping with 79 Rolex watches worth $1.4 million. Evidence gathered from the scene enabled police to identify the suspects, and the National Central Bureau in Bahrain requested the issue of red notices, which were immediately circulated to all 190 member countries. A week after, one of the suspects was arrested in the Albanian borders. After that, 2 additional suspects were arrested in Bahrain. The arrest shows the close cooperation between Bahrain police and the Interpol along with all members, in which it highlights the success, in this case, the integration of world security. Interpol has proven effective as always.
The World Trade Organization is a form of governments that negotiate trade agreements between countries. It is a place to settle trade problems and issues and sets systems of rules and regulations regarding trade agreements. Basically, it is an organization for member governments to solve trade issues and sort out their problems. World Trade Organization was created by the Uruguay Round negotiation in 1986 till 1994 to be finally established in 1995 in Geneva, Switzerland, which is currently the headquarters. The organization has 159 members and they consist of member governments and observer governments. A recent incident that involved the World Trade Organization is the US trade agreement with India. The United States has requested a dispute settlement consultation with India before the World Trade Organization concerning India's protectionist measures by the country's drug companies. India complained to the United States Food and Drug Administration Commissioner Margaret Hamburg about actions taken against drug maker Ranbaxy Laboratories. The Indian Health Ministry signed an agreement with FDA to cooperate on the inspection of drug facilities for good manufacturing practices compliance and share regulatory information. The agreement requires each country to exchange information relevant to lack of compliance with accepted good manufacturing practices by manufacturers and sponsors of medical products. Regulators from both countries will also inform the respective regulatory authorities before undertaking inspections, so that host countries' inspectors may join inspections as observers. There are apparently 14 past or current World Trade Organization cases involving India and the United States. India is said to be the largest overseas source of medicine in the United States.
International Air Transport Association is the trade association for the world's airlines. Its main functions are supporting airline activity and formulate industry standards and policies regarding security and safety and environment, in which they are focusing on carbon emissions and fuel consumption by planes, and many others. IATA also provides all types of training for different roles and different courses. IATA was formed in April 1945 in Havana, Cuba. It is the following successor to the International Air Traffic Association, which was first started in 1919 at Hague, Netherlands. IATA has many offices around the world, but its headquarters is in Montreal, Canada, with plenty of executive offices in Geneva, Switzerland. IATA has over 230 members from 126 different nations all around the world. These members are in the form of airline companies. One of the major incidents involving IATA was the 9/11 terrorist attack. This made airports all around the world abide new rules and regulation sets, and security was tightened and strongly increased. After this incident, IATA planned a vision called Checkpoint for the Future, where every airport is to have 3 separate lanes for known travelers, normal passengers, and enhanced security travelers. These 3 lanes are to ensure a higher level of security, where known travelers refer to travelers who are registered and have passed background checks will have easy of access through this lane. Normal passengers are travelers who are sent through the standard security check lane. The enhanced security travelers lane is for travelers with less information or on a government checklist. They will be sent through this lane to be checked thoroughly. IATA's response to the 9/11 attack with the Checkpoint of the Future system is probably the most ideal solution to secure and safe in air travel. This way, travelers will have more confidence in traveling by air or using airlines.
International Union of Railways is an international rail transport industry body. UIC concept was developed in the International Conference of Porto Rosa in Italy on November 1921, followed by the official establishment in Geneva on May 1922. It started with 51 members from 29 countries, including Japan and China, which were soon joined by the railways from the USSR. The Middle East and North Africa who all agreed on having a permanent rail administration that focuses on international traffic for the standardization and improvement of conditions of railways construction and operation. UIC headquarters located in France, Paris. It has 197 members worldwide. 82 of them are active members like the US, and 80 are associate members, and 35 are affiliate members related to the business sector. UIC main functions start with facilitating the sharing of railway best practices and benchmarking. They also provide support to members for developing new businesses for railways, as well as proposing new ways to improve technical and environmental performance. Along with promoting interoperability, create new world standards for railways, including common standards with other transport modes. UIC aims to develop centers of competence such as high-speed, safety, security, and e-business. Lately, Korea has paid attention to the safety performance of rail due to the past incidence rate. According to Safety Statistics Accident, it decreased by 7.1% in the first half of 2013. Most accidents are caused by human error, as it's reported that the rate of non-authorized passing stations where trains should stop. It was half after adopting scientific management system of a human error by UIC. UIC helped the Korean railways by increasing public awareness in the country about the accidents that are caused by negligence.
IMO is an agency of the United Nations. It is the global standard-setting authority for the industry's safety and security and environmental performance, which triggers innovation and efficiency. Its main function is to regulate and standardize the shipping industry on an effective, universally adopted scale. Since mid-19th century, several countries proposed establishment of international body for maritime safety. It is not until the United Nations took action in 1948 in an international conference in Geneva, where Intergovernmental Maritime Consultative Organization was formally established, but the name was changed later on in 1982 to International Maritime Organization. IMO's headquarters is in London in the United Kingdom. IMO currently has 170 member states and 3 associate members. Recent incidents arising involving IMO are related to PIB pollution, especially in UK. PIB is a chemical substance used to clean ship tanks, however, it is toxic and fatal for seabirds. Through the intervention and coordination of IMO, polyisobutene has been reclassified as toxic, and now ships are only allowed to use the chemical for cleaning in the confined environment of the port. Prior to the intervention, ships could use the chemical to flush their tanks within a 12-mile zone from the seashore. Though IMO is not an enforcement agency, it plays a vital role in initiating and coordinating the establishment of rules and regulations to enhance safety and security of maritime transport and try to mitigate its negative impact. The smart act of reclassifying the substance instead of trying to get a new regulation in place is a good example of IMO's work, considering that new regulations on international scale would take long time and the consensus of many parties.
So through this video we have explained roles of Interpol, the World Trade Organization, the International Air Transport Association, the International Union of Railways, and the International Maritime Organization. Hope you were not bored to death.